Ogle Mail got a quick one for you today, and it's about the big announcement from Sykkuno. Here it is.
I'm gonna do what I've always done, just in a new place.
Just in a new place.
He's switching from Twitch to YouTube gaming. And that's where he'll be live streaming from now on. This was a huge announcement. It was trending on YouTube and Twitter today. And I thought, because it's also the 5-month anniversary of my Switch, that we would talk about him and if this was a huge, terrible, giant mistake. By seeing if I made a huge, terrible, giant mistake. By looking at some stats and giving you some anecdotes. So let's jump into it. Is it a mistake to switch from Twitch to YouTube? Now, first off, some context. Over the past 6 months before I switched, I averaged about 18.5 thousand viewers on Twitch. And I streamed like an average of 130 hours a month. And since I've been on YouTube, I average about 20,000 viewers and change and stream about 90 to 100 hours a month. Now, obviously, there's some good months in there like April and some bad months like March where I didn't really have anything to do. But I've also noticed something really important that took a while. Viewership doesn't matter. Like, the average viewer number doesn't really matter. Because it's so fickle. It fluctuates, you know? You'll have Hassan, who's averaging 50, 60,000 viewers because a war broke out and he's profiteering. And then it'll drop down to like 30K and he'll just be chilling and doing whatever he wants to do. But the important part, and this is just for big creators, by the way. For small creators, the viewership number kind of always matters. For big creators, having the ability to get a lot of viewers is what's important. Like if you put a lot of effort into a product and something you're really proud of, that stream getting a lot of viewers is more important than your average viewership being 25K instead of 20. That doesn't really make a difference. Unless it somehow gives you maybe a little more capital because you have some more subscribers. But they're already fucking millionaires anyway, and I'm sure they have the capital anyway. So I really don't buy that narrative. I think it's the ability that matters the most. And I proved this last night when I did my poker stream. I had a big poker stream, if you didn't see it, which was a really cool event with XQC and Mr. Beast and Ninja, and it was really fun. And we averaged, like, I think 68,000 viewers on my stream and then 30,000 viewers on a co-stream. So, like, just under 100K total, which was awesome. I haven't really hit numbers like that many times on YouTube. This is where I have to admit, though, it would have gotten way more on Twitch. And the reason is because all the juicers, all of XQC's fans, when XQC wasn't live, would have found him easier because they are more likely to stick to their platform than to find their juicer against all odds. They're not going to skip to a different website just to watch XQC on someone else's stream, is what it feels like. And I'm sure if this was on Twitch, probably would get something closer to like maybe 100K just on my stream alone. And I also have a little bit of context because XQC went on Pokemon's stream that same day, and they were at 90K. Just them two. So, you know, I think there's a lower viewership on YouTube, and it makes sense. Because how the fuck do you find a stream on this goddamn website? I don't get it. That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. You go to live? Okay. These people aren't even live. They streamed an hour ago. The stream is over. All right? iShowSpeed is live. There you go.
Oh, this guy.
Cool. And it's way easier on Twitch. It just is way easier on Twitch, you know? And although I am proud of the viewership number I got, it is about as much as Tyler 1 is getting just playing League of Legends at a computer by himself in Korea. But still, the ability to get the viewership is what is important. And I think also what is important is the ability to get views on videos, all right? Because that is staying power. If you get a stream that has 100,000 average viewership and the stream ends, it's over. Like, you don't retain anything from that. That VOD doesn't grow. You have to upload it to YouTube for it to have any growth or any success, re-edited or not. And I've noticed since I've switched over, my viewership has gone absolutely nuts on YouTube videos. This is April all the way over to my Switch. That's the arrow here in December. And as you can see, December was a fucking crazy month because I was trending a lot and people were going to the channel. But even March, which was my worst month, is tied with my best month before the Switch. Right? And April was a clear bounce back, and that's my second best month I've had ever on the website.
I think your YouTube gets a lot more traction because it's just connected,
it's really interesting. And I don't know if Susan hit a switch. I've asked her to her face, and she said no. but it does feel like there's a correlation between streaming on the same channel that you upload videos to in views being accumulated in that way. Like, I've developed a bit of a system where I'll upload a video and I'll have it live directly after my stream ends, and I'll push everyone there. And oftentimes there'll be like 10,000 people in the first minute of a video. That's crazy. On average, I usually get 1,000 people in the first minute. And so maybe the algorithm, because they're going from the same site to the same site, pushes it a lot more. I don't know. It's just a theory, not exactly positive, but the viewership's been up, and there is a reason behind that, and it is correlated to the Switch. But there's also some drawbacks. Sykkuno makes a lot of sense for the Switch. I think he has friends on here like me and like Valkyrae, and his content mostly revolves around him gaming, and his audience is stupid loyal. Like, he came out with merch, and they all just replied #sold. Like, they know he's a fucking millionaire, but they're still #sold. He has a loyal fan base. But somebody like Hassan or Mizkif, I think, would struggle a little more. Not because their fan base isn't necessarily loyal, and not because their YouTubes aren't as big, even though those might be true. It's more so because of the content that they create. React content is dead on YouTube. It's just dead. It's not something that is feasible to do consistently because of how often the content ID system will take you down.
That's true.
XQC starts every stream by watching videos for an hour to 90 minutes. He would get shut down in those first 90 minutes every time. And although it's not like a strike and you're not in trouble and it's not a ban, it still kills your viewership. And that really hurts when you're streaming. It just, it doesn't feel good and it doesn't help you grow. So if you are a reactor and that's your main content, YouTube just doesn't at the moment have a hospitable place for you. And so that's something to keep in mind. I've also found out YouTube is more work. It's like way more work. For me to go live on Twitch, all I do is I pull up this window right here and I hit start streaming down in the bottom right. That's it. That's the whole entire thing. And then I go live. That is not how it works on YouTube. On YouTube, just a quick little crash course, I have to hit go live, and then here is my go live page that I get, and I have to schedule a stream in advance. Now, it's not that much work overall, but you have to be ready to schedule it at least an hour in advance because the notification system on YouTube is just way worse than Twitch's. There's no way to just have notifications on for live streams. You need it on for everything, and people don't turn it on for everything. So instead, what I end up doing is I schedule an hour in advance, and then maybe something comes up, and it's like it's 2:30, and I say I'll be live by 3:30, and then last second my mom calls. That's what happened today. And I'm not going to ignore my mom, and then I show up late, and then everyone in stream's mad because I'm late, and it's just a pain in the ass. Not to mention that you have to make a thumbnail for every goddamn stream. I guess you could use the same one, but it would just get worse viewership overall. I think that's what Valkyrae has defaulted to, is she like swaps between 3. I tried to make them every stream, but it fucking sucks. Can you imagine XQC doing that every stream? Can you imagine Sykkuno doing it every stream? No, every stream is going to be the same thumbnail. It's going to be this. And he's going to be playing video games with friends. It is a lot more work with no real reward for that work. It's just a harder system in place than there was on Twitch before. So, but work isn't like the worst thing in the world. You get a lot of good things in return. And this is the one that I think is the most important, which is less hours streamed. I said when I switched over that the less hours streamed would be going towards making bigger events. And I think, like, so far I've held up to that. We have Mogul Money Live, which is happening in just a short couple months now.
has been doing a lot of like big stuff.
In July 2nd, you can still get tickets for it at ludwig.gg. and that takes a lot of time. I mean, that's a lot of meetings that I have to go through and a lot of different calls. And also like the poker event. I whipped that poker event together in like just under a week. But it was a lot of time. I had to fucking call Mr. Beast's managers and try to get him to wire the money over before and call XQC
wire
like 80
the money
times because he never answers me on the first one. And even little things like Ludwig Mondays featuring Fortnite. Getting 60 people to show up to play takes a lot of time. It's a lot of DMs. And, there's certain things that I still like doing. Maybe I could pass it off to someone and have them do all the work, but it would feel weird if I DM Tarek with my assistant's account. I just will DM personally. And so that's the big thing that I've been able to do with the extra time, plus having like a better lifestyle. I've been able to go back to working out, going rock climbing. I actually spent my anniversary with my girlfriend.
Yay.
This is crazy. Last year was the subathon. I missed the anniversary.
Oh, no.
But this year, turns out, I have an extra free time, and we took 5 days off and hung out. And that was really nice. I even was able to go to LCS to support Cutie because she was on the stage in a show match. I didn't really watch League or know that LCS Finals was happening or who was even in it. I was just there to support her, and I was able to take those days off to do it. So it's like a better overall lifestyle. Plus, video views are doing better overall. Plus, I have a higher average viewership. Plus, and this is my favorite part personally, I'm not funded by viewers. Like no more am I funded by 30,000 people and I'm farming primes every single day. I'll admit I've thought about it like a lot over the past year. And I was like, okay, the subathon, was it scammy? Like, was it too much? Was I farming money from people too often? Was I taking advantage of people? And that, like, it bothers me. I think this will always bother me. And there's not, like, a direct answer. There'll be people in chat who are like, oh, fuck, finally he realizes that, dumbass. And there'll be people in chat in the comments who are like, oh, no, it's totally fine, man. We enjoyed the experience. We were happy to be there. But I will always be thinking about that for the next 5 years, 10 years of my life. And I don't have to worry about it as much when I am funded by corporations who sponsor me or the corporation who hosts the stream site that I stream on. And so that helps me sleep at night a bit. Anyway, overall, I am very happy with the move. And I've got to do a lot of fucking cool things that I would never be able to do normally, like interview Susan and meet a lot of awesome people and be in a Mr. Beast video. And yeah, and I think Sykkuno made a really good decision. And I'm excited for him to be on YouTube. So overall, my estimate, good decision for Sykkuno. Still not the greatest decision if you are someone like Mizkif or Hassan. Depends on the person, and the platform can never win the war unless people switch over without getting paid millions. That's all. See you later.